I have got a question for you. How would you like to double your business? Sounds nice. Now, how would you like to double your business in the next 30 days? Sounds even nicer. But even better, how would you like to double your coaching business in the next 30 days without sending a single cold DM, being chained to social media, or having to take on any form of soul-sucking vampire clients who drain the life out of you, but you have to take them on because you need the money? How would you like to do that? I know that I would. Would you like me to share the secret with you? Well, I'm going to wrap it up all in one simple, quick statement. If every single one of your clients gave you just one new client, you have doubled your business. Let that sink in for a second. If every single one of your clients gave you just one new client, you have doubled your business. No DMs, no relentlessly posting on social media, no having to take on anyone and everyone purely because you need the money. Like, it is literally that simple. And when you look at it through that lens, you're like, oh my God, how on earth have I ever missed that? But I promise you, I missed that. But here's the kicker. And the real question you need to ask yourself is, are you giving your clients a good enough reason to recommend you so that you can double your business? And the beauty is that when you can fully grasp this, this strategy will literally work for every single one of us as fitness coaches. If you've got one client, it will take you to two. If you've got two, it will take you to four. If you've got 10, it will take you to 20. If you're earning 10 grand, it will take you to 20. If you're earning 20 grand a year, it will take you to 40, 50 to 100. Like, it will literally be that simple. Yet no one is talking about this. Everyone is solely talking about how you've got to post more content, you've got to have more conversations, you've got to put yourself out there. But no one is actually saying, like, hey, if every single one of your clients just gave you one new client, you've doubled your business. That's simple. And the beauty is that that answer is literally staring you right in the face. But what is holding you back from being able to actually achieve this? Results. That's it. The only thing that is stopping you from being able to double your business and getting every single one of your clients to recommend you solely just comes down to results. And my job today on this video is to convince you that the number one thing missing from your business right now and stopping you from being able to hit six figures as a coach is results. And the true secret to being able to hit £100,000 in the next 12 months with just 6 hours weekly delivery is results. But specifically, being able to provide a result and a service that your client could not get from anyone else. That is my job. My job in this video is to convince you that that is the only thing that you need to focus on right now. And I promise you, if you watch the remainder of this training, you will see how possible it actually is today. And the beauty is, the longer this video gets, the better and better and better and better that this is actually going to be for you. Now, how do I know that this is the secret? How do I know that this is the thing that was actually missing from me being able to actually finally fulfill my dream, fulfill my potential, build the business of my dreams? Well, I know because that was the one thing that was missing for me. I was in the same shoes as you, slaving away on social media, messaging everyone and anyone, begging them to work with me, constantly putting posts up, seeing that I'm just getting ghosted left, right, and center. I promise you, I was there. I was in that exact same boat. But when I truly harnessed the power of what I'm going to talk to you about here, like, everything changed. Now, here's a question that you're probably asking yourself. Who are you? Who are you? And who are you specifically to teach me how to level up your results? Well, if you don't know me, my name is Callum Walker and I'm a performance nutritionist. I've been a performance nutritionist for the past decade now. Back in 2012, I graduated from university with a master's degree in performance nutrition. And right now I'm currently a PhD candidate, really looking at the optimal ways for us to be able to build muscle and drop body fat at the same time. So really kind of researching specific nutritional strategies that we can use in order to really kind of take our results to the next level, but more importantly, the results that we can get to our clients so that when, again, we can provide that resultant service that they can't get from anyone else. So I'm currently researching that at the moment. But here are a few other things just from my CV, just so you kind of know that I am someone to trust. And that all of the information that I'm actually going to share with you is tried and tested. I've been the nutritionist for 2 elite sports clubs over the past decade. I've worked with some of the world's best athletes, both working for the clubs as a private consultant. They would give me their first team, their academy, their women's team. I I managed to work on a private basis with some of the world's best athletes, including Premier League footballers, international cricketers, professional golfers. And I really got to tap into what high performance actually was. But now my main business is really about working with you. People just like you, amazing fitness coaches. I have an incredible program where I show fitness coaches how to provide a result on a service that the client couldn't get from someone else, so that fundamentally they can double their business and take those steps in order to be able to build the business of their dreams and finally hit six figures and live that financial freedom. So, as well as being a nutritionist for the past decade, I've been running a business. So everything has been entrepreneurial, running a business, working with people on a one-to-one basis. I also, as well as working with my performance athletes, I used to work with members of the general pop. So I had an amazing business helping people lose weight, change their lifestyle in a long-term and sustainable manner. So if you currently have any worry that, I don't work with performance athletes, don't worry. What I actually do and what I'm going to teach you here is really about being able to take all of the secrets that I've learned, having worked at the highest level of elite sport, having worked at the highest level of academics, doing a PhD, and being able to work with members of the general pop, wrapping all of those secrets up so that you can learn them and apply them to your own business. And that's what I do now. I work with incredible coaches on a one-to-one basis and a group basis, really showing them how they can provide a result and a service that your client can't get from anyone else. And we've had incredible success, as you'll see in a moment. But more importantly, as well as the professional success that I've achieved, I've also managed to actually translate those incredible results that I was able to get with my clients, fundamentally to be able to have financial freedom and live life on my own terms, which is what we're all in here for. Yes, we are, trying to strive to be able to build the business that we truly want. But also it's about making sure that this translates into your personal life so that financially you are free, so that personally you are free to make all of the choices that you truly want to make within your life. And I've been able to live a life beyond my wildest dreams. Yes, it is challenging. Yes, it is tough sometimes. However, this is the calling. This is the calling that I've been searching for. And again, I hope that off the back of this training that you're watching here, you will also be able to take your next step into building the business that you truly want to build and becoming the coach and the person that you truly want to become. And I'm able to actually do all of this all because of results, solely because of results. When things have gone bad, from a business perspective, mental perspective, it's because I've had my focus on what I don't have and chasing after something as opposed to actually what I do have. And really, things from a business point of view have always gone sour when my results from my clients have gone sour. It's amazing. So never forget that the amount of money that you earn is in direct proportion to the quantity and the quality of service that you're actually providing. And that's what I'm going to show you here. Now, like I said, I've been able to achieve some amazing success, but it wasn't always like this. Now, I did promise my beautiful mother that I wouldn't say any naughty words on any of my pages, any of my content. However, there was no way that I could put together a video for fitness coaches just like you and not drop the C-bomb. COVID. You thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? Yeah, you did. That's naughty. COVID. Yeah, I'm going to take you back to COVID. Only a few years back now. Do you remember that? It was a really fun time for the fitness industry, wasn't it? I know that it completely decimated my business. It decimated my self-confidence, my self-belief, my ability to actually be able to deliver my service. Everything that I was doing was one-to-one. It was in person. It was face-to-face. I was a face-to-face nutritionist. Again, the part of my income was working with the sports clubs as a consultant, and that all got shut down. My income of working with my clients on a one-to-one basis, that got shut down. And I was at a point where I was earning between £1,500 and occasionally $3,000 a month. So I've been running a business for a few years. And even before COVID, I was in this spot. And look, don't get me wrong, it's not it's not a low sum of money, but I always had this dream of once I hit 100 grand, I'd made it. Like, that's it, I'd made it. I'm a big believer in the law of attraction, and I'd be sitting there, I'm a very spiritual guy, and I really truly believe that, like, whatever you want in life, that you can write your ticket and it will give it to you. So there I am sitting there, I'm meditating, 100 grand, 100 grand, 100 grand, 100 grand, and it just never showed up. And like, no matter what I was trying, like, I was just relentlessly putting myself out there in pursuit of this £100,000, and I just felt like I was getting nowhere. You know, I was posting 3 times a day on my feed. I was relentlessly posting on my stories, constantly chained to my phone, whether it was creating content, whether it was camping in strangers' DMs, basically begging them to work with me, almost kind of manipulating them into working with me by using this latest and greatest sales script. I'd then get onto a sales call occasionally and know that the person that is sat opposite me is going to be an absolute nightmare to work with. And I'm literally sitting there through gritted teeth going, oh my God, you're going to make my life hell. But I had to take them on because I needed the cash. And the thing is that, like, no matter what I was doing, I was just moving with so much energy, effort, emotion, and sacrifice and just getting nowhere. It felt that dream of, oh, I'm finally going to make it, just kept getting further and further and further and further and further away. And this was the place that I was at where, you know, truthfully, I'd really start to get into the place where I'm like, I'm putting all of this time, energy, effort, emotion, sacrifice in, and I'm getting nowhere. And in comparison to everyone else, I'm seeing everyone on social media, all of these coaches who, you know, they're earning like 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand a month. I'm like, I'll be happy if I hit 30 grand this year. And I couldn't help but question, like, what do they know that I don't? Like, what are they doing that I'm not? Because I'm like, there is no way they can work harder. There is no way they can put more and more sacrifice, energy, and emotion into this than I am. And I couldn't help but feel like a failure. And the thing was, I was just nowhere near my dream, but I found out why and where I was actually going wrong. And it's amazing how these things come in, that it wasn't anything that I'd ever considered. And it was the complete opposite to what I thought I needed to do. Now I need to go to the whiteboard and get my Zoom whiteboard up here, my iPad. Now, hopefully you will be able to see my iPad here. Amazing. So, yeah, so in terms of, here we go. In terms of what the main problem was that, you know, I at the time, so when COVID happened, I had to move everything online. But this whole process will work for you if you're a face-to-face PT as well. Because at the time, I was charging £150 per month. So typically in terms of like coaching, I was at 150 quid a month. Now, the thing is that, like, you know, I'd hear all of these people say, like, you know, all of these gurus and mentors, like, up your prices, up your prices, up your prices, up your prices. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I know I need to up my prices. But like, I thought this was expensive. I thought that was a lot of money. I was like, for what I'm selling, like, how can I possibly charge more than that? Like, I don't know how I would do that. They'll, like, if I up my prices any further, my clients are going to leave me. And also, like, it's hard enough to get new people in. If I go and put a bigger barrier in there by upping my prices even further, like, you know, that I'm just going to lose loads of new clients coming in. And really also, I think the main thing was that, like, at the time, you know, my results were pretty average. You know, my results were pretty average in terms of my clients. That, you know, it was kind of like, you know, my clients were in a bit of a 50-50 camp where I'd have like 50% of my clients would get results. Like, I'd just give them a calorie goal and a protein target, tell them to do, like, you know, a few standard sessions, and they'd get results. But the problem is that once they got results within that 12-week period, like, they're done. Like, they'd only stick around for 90 days because it's like, you know, what do I keep selling after that? Like, maintenance? Like, I'd actually done my job. But then the other problem was these guys, was the other 50%, where it's like, I genuinely believed that they were following everything that I was telling them to do. You know, you've got some clients, so actually it's more probably the 40. Okay, because you've got that 10% who are just a nightmare. You know that they're not listening to anything that you're telling them to do. They're just ignoring everything and then decide to moan that it's all your fault. It's like, oh, I'm not getting results because of you. I'm like, okay, well, no. Like, I'm not on about these guys. I'm on about the guys that you're looking at in MyFitnessPal. You've been looking at it for quite some time. You're like, oh my God, you are in a calorie deficit. Like, you are in a calorie deficit. You're doing your steps. You're in a deficit. I've upped your expenditure as much as possible, and you're moaning that your knee hurts. And I've dropped your calories to a level I hope nobody finds out about. I'm basically like slating all these 1,200 calorie coaches, but I've got my clients on 1,100 calories. I've been there. You know, I was in that place and I was like, oh my God, like, they're just not getting results. And the problem was that like they'd only stick around for a period of time. So then when it got to the 90-day period, they're like, yeah, thanks, but no thanks. I really appreciate that. But I'm gonna go alone now. I think I'm gonna go out on my own. I'm gonna I'm gonna try this out on my own. And thank you. So the problem was that I'm there charging 150 quid a month. My clients are only sticking around for 90 days. And I realized what my problem was, that each client is worth £450 to me. Okay, so I'm charging 150 quid a month, client's sticking around for 90 days. Each client is only worth 450 quid. Do you know how many clients I have to sign up to hit 100 grand? I have to sign up 227. 227 clients. I never stood a chance. No wonder I was burnt out, exhausted, emotionally questioning myself left, right, and center. Because just to hit £50,000, I needed, what's that, 113 and a half. So 113 and a really skinny one. Like, I never stood a chance. So no wonder, like, I'm relentlessly posting content. I'm relentlessly camping in strangers' DMs. From a lead generation point of view, from a marketing point of view, I literally could not have done any more. But I never stood a chance. Because let's be honest, ask yourself here, do you truly believe that you could sign up 227 people in the next 12 months? And that's not to put you down. Like, I wouldn't be able to do that. But the bigger question is, would you want to deal with 227 people in a year? Like, no way. Absolutely not. So I never stood a chance in terms of, there's me questioning why I'm not getting success, why I'm putting all of this time, energy, and effort in, only to be basically broke, constantly looking at my bank account, scared, not knowing where my next client's coming from, just constantly feeling like I'm hemorrhaging money because they were dropping off. But it's amazing at this sort of time, I was there, I was like, oh man, this sucks. And it's amazing, it kind of shows you where my headspace was at the time, that I was listening to something from Tony Robbins. I think it might have been like a video, or I was reading a book, but he said there's only 3 ways to actually grow a business. 3 ways. That's it. He said you can get more clients, you can increase the frequency of purchase, or you can increase the value of each client. I.e., get more clients, get them to buy more often, and get them to pay more. Okay, really simple. And this is where it hit me. And this is literally what has changed my life, not only financially, but in terms of the choice of work that I actually do. That I'd only been focusing on this, solely focusing on more clients, more clients, more clients, more clients, more clients. But then I asked myself, and I'm a big believer that success is just asking better questions of yourself. I asked myself, what would happen if instead of me focusing on more clients, constant lead gen, sending DMs, being emotionally exhausted, getting rejected left, right, and center, can't help but take it personally that no one wants me. Whereas Dave in Dubai is like, having a great time earning 15 grand every single week. And there's me mowing my own lawn. That instead of me focusing on that, what would happen if I focused on 2 and 3? So what would happen if I would solely focus on increasing the value of each client and getting them to pay more often? And this is where everything changed. Because let's say I had my focus on going like, right, instead of me charging 150 quid a month, what would happen if I upped my prices to 250? Okay, so I upped them by 100 quid a week, 100 quid a month, £25 a week. Okay, and instead of having clients leaving after 90 days, I turned them into 365-day clients. So no new clients here. The only things I'm changing is upping my prices by 100 quid a month and turning a 90-day client into a 365-day client. Do you know how much that client is worth to me now? 3 grand. And do you know how many clients I now need to sign up to hit 100 grand? 34. Let that sink in. 34. Do you think that you could sign up 34 people in the next 12 months? Do you think you could deal with 34 people in the next 12 months? Hopefully, both of the answers to those are yes. But the beauty is that you've done that. No social media, no cold DMs, no relentlessly slaving away, begging strangers to work with you. You only need 34, but actually you don't even need 34, because remember, right at the start of this training, if every single one of your clients gave you just one new client, you've doubled your business. So actually you only need to find 17 people, 17 overweight, unhappy individuals who are financially qualified, and then provide them with a result and a service their client couldn't get from anyone else. That gives you 34. Just 17 alone gives you 50 grand. So again, if you want to hit 50 grand, what's half of 17? I can tell people what to eat, but I can't count. Half of 17, that's 8 and a skinny man. See how simple this game is? See how much easier this actually is? No DMs, no social media. But more importantly, you can hit that £100,000 mark. Does that make sense? But what is the only thing missing from your ability to be able to actually do this? What is the only thing that is stopping you from being able to up your prices, to being able to actually turn a 90-day client into a 365-day client? It's this: to provide a result and a service your client could not get from anyone else. You do that, that is the only thing that is missing. Does that make sense? Now, to make that happen, I have got the most incredible, insane offer for you to be able to execute this. Because right now, there it is, the most incredible free gift offer. I have a membership. It is called the Next Level Coach, where I show coaches just like you how to provide a result and a service that your client couldn't get from anyone else. So fundamentally, you can actually get to that place where I managed to get to, where all of my other coaches are managing to get to, where you're providing a result, a service your client can't get from anyone else. You're able to double your business. You're able to take the first steps to finally being able to have financial freedom, to become a coach in a league of your own. That's why today, and I will talk about this so much more detail in a second, but when you take up your membership on the Next Level Coach, you're going to get £9,847 worth of expert coaching tools that I've used over the years as a elite performance nutritionist for 2 elite sports clubs, working with some of the world's best athletes, running 2 six-figure coaching businesses, which contain everything that you need to hit £100,000 as a fitness coach, without DMs, without social media, solely that you can take advantage of the story that I've just told. That is what I teach you to do. Now, the thing is, I know that you're probably thinking right now, like, oh, okay, this story was really great, Cal, but I couldn't up my prices, because if I up my prices, I'd lose my clients and I would repel new ones. It's already hard enough to be able to actually keep these guys. And you're telling me to charge them more. You're telling me that I've got to up my prices so that when I do get a lead, considering everyone at the moment is coming to me and being like, oh yeah, that's too expensive. You're telling me to charge more. That's why gift number 1 is that you're going to get access to my premium pricing playbook. Okay, so this is a full training, which is all centered around showing you how you can up your prices without losing your existing clients and without repelling new ones. And by following the strategies inside the playbook, you won't need to have those awkward conversations with your clients who think that you're greedy. When you're telling them to up your prices, you'll know exactly how to be able to actually execute that so that they actually thank you. Your existing clients won't leave you. They'll actually begin to thrive on these new prices. But more importantly, you begin to actually finally magnetically draw the right clients so that you're not stuck with these cheapskates. You're not stuck with these people who make you feel undervalued, underappreciated. You've got the right types of clients coming in, which allow you to have fulfillment. So you're going to get access to the premium pricing playbook. Now, I know that you're probably still thinking, okay, Cal, your story was great, but I couldn't deliver content to my clients for 365 days. Like, what do I talk about? What do I do for them? I sound like a broken record. I promise you, I get it. I was in the exact same boat. That's why you're also going to get access to my year-long value vault, which is the training all showing you how to turn clients from a 90-day client to a 365-day client without running out of content, without sounding like a broken record, so that they actually want to stay. And by following the strategies inside the Value Vault, you'll be given a clear step-by-step guide to how you can actually keep a client for 365 days. The whole process as to how you're going to be able to do that. You're going to be able to actually become irreplaceable. So even if they wanted to leave, they couldn't, because they can't get that from anyone else. And more importantly, which is the biggest part of really being able to not only turn 90-day clients to 365-day clients, but actually give you the fulfillment within your business and turn it into so much more than a coaching business. You're going to learn my magnetic community method, which is the secret to building an unbelievable community that allows all of your members to be able to thrive. Now, I know you're still probably thinking, your story was great, Cal, but I couldn't provide premium results to back up my premium prices. You were able to do that. You're a nutritionist. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm going to teach you all of those secrets. All of the secrets that I learned as nutritionist for 2 elite sports clubs, some of the world's best athletes, all of the stuff that I'm learning as a PhD candidate right now, I'm going to teach you my elite nutrition secrets, which is the coach's secret to backing up your premium prices with premium results, because I get it. Like, you've got to deliver. If you're charging a higher whack, you've got to make sure that you're delivering a higher whack of a result. And that's where you're going to learn that in my elite nutrition secrets. And inside, you're going to learn the exact process by how, whenever you've got a client, so that 40% that I was talking about, whenever you've got a client that isn't quite making progress, they're not quite getting results, you'll have the exact method that I was able to use to be able to break through any plateau and prevent them from actually happening ever again. You're also going to learn the practical implementation of the nutritional strategies, so that fundamentally you can actually get your clients building muscle and dropping body fat at the same time. As well as learning the theory, you'll also learn specifically how to practically implement that and how to personalize it to each and every single one of your clients. Because I know right now you've probably got some clients who work really well with tracking. It's like, yeah, tracking really works well for me. But then you've got others, nightmare. They just won't look at MyFitnessPal. They just won't do it. They moan that it's too much to think about, that they're too busy, it's too much hassle, that I haven't got the energy. You will learn the exact strategy that I was able to use to get that other 50% of clients that tracking and MyFitnessPal didn't serve. You'll be able to actually get them to do it without tracking, so that they're actually following the plan. So you combine the adherence aspect of things with the ultimate strategy to guarantee results. Like, you can't fail. Like, this is literally fail-proof. And these contain all of the secrets that I've learned as a nutritionist at the highest level. Now, I know you're probably still thinking, your story was fabulous, Cal, but where am I going to get these clients from? Like, I know you're saying it's only 34. I know you're saying it's only 17. But like right now, I don't know where my next client's coming from. The only place that I can get these clients from is through social media, or relentlessly walking around on the gym floor begging strangers to work with me, or relentlessly cold DMing random strangers, begging them to work with me as well. Where am I going to get these clients from? That's why you're also going to get access to my Clients on Tap, which is the coach's secret to unleashing a flood of dream clients without social media or cold DMs. And inside that, you're going to learn how specifically to get clients to come to you, so you're not constantly burnt out, exhausted, feeling rejected, being punched in the face left, right, and center. You'll be able to get to that place where, because you know where your clients are coming from, you can actually choose who you want to work with. So you don't have those vampires sucking your soul out of you, who are making you feel like, oh, I don't know if I actually want to do this anymore, who make you feel like you're like selling your soul to the devil. That doesn't happen anymore, because you know exactly like where my next client's coming from. And I've got a repeatable, reliable strategy to bring new clients in. And that's where it gives you that reliable income. The biggest challenge of being self-employed, the biggest challenge and hurdle of being an entrepreneur is not knowing where your next client is coming from. The uncertainty of income, it causes that fear, that anxiety, those sleepless nights, that constant like draining feeling of like, oh my God, this just isn't going to work. I'm hemorrhaging cash. You'll be able to learn how to overcome that. Okay. Now, I also know, I promise you this is going to stop. I also know that you're probably thinking, your story was great, Cal, but even if I got people in, they wouldn't follow my plan. Adherence. Like, it is a nightmare. Even if I had the ultimate strategy, even if I was charging high prices, even if I had the perfect strategy to get them to stay for 365 days, even if I knew where my next one's coming from, even when they got in, they're just not going to follow my plan. and I'm just banging my head against the wall. Look at this guy on the cover. Like, how many times have you felt like this guy? Like, I have consistently been in that place where I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing? You are making my life hell. Just follow the plan. Please, just do what I say. Stop moaning at me that you can't do it. That's why you're going to get access to my adherence code. The adherence code is the ultimate strategy and training that you can use to really regain your spark for coaching. And by following all of the steps within this, you will guarantee that your clients will follow their plans every single time. And really the key part about this, I think this is the most important one, because when you're bringing a client in, you're not just bringing them into your business, you're bringing them into your sanctuary, the most important place that you have available, which is your head, which is your soul. And to have people who aren't going to follow your plans, God, it makes you feel like I'm banging my head against a wall. It's like you're running around in circles. And that's what you're going to learn in the adherence code. That resentment that you might feel towards certain people who are really stamping on your dream, that will go. Because then you'll be able to get to a place by having everything that I've just offered to you within this gift, which is completely free, by the way, when you take your membership, and I'll go into that in 1 second, that you'll be able to not only have a reliable source of clients coming in, you'll be able to make sure that they come in, they're charging prices that you're actually worth without actually running away, without questioning that. You've got those clients that you can guarantee a result for. You can guarantee that they're going to follow your plans. You can guarantee that they're then going to stay for 365 days. That gives you your 100 grand. That gives you your 34. And that is all in those tools, because you're going to learn how to up your prices without losing your clients, turn 90-day clients to 365-day clients without running out of content, to guarantee those premium results to back up your premium prices, to ensure that you unleash a flood of dream clients without social media. So you've got reliable income and guaranteeing that they're actually going to follow their plan. You're going to get that for free when you take your membership. So what does the membership look like? So like I said, I normally sell this course for £9,847 because, again, at the end of the day, this is going to show someone how to hit £100,000. So if there's a machine that spits out £100,000 in 12 months' time and all you've got to do is pay £9,847 for it, would you do it? Like, yeah, of course you would. And I'm giving you that for free today, for free, when you take your membership. Now, in terms of the membership, what does this look like? Well, it's broken down to a couple of components. So first of all, the membership it starts off, you have the path to 100K success path, which is your roadmap. So everything that I've just spoken about in terms of being able to provide a result and a service that your client couldn't get from anyone else, it is a clear roadmap to allow you to be able to do that, to make that transition from where you are right now and turn you into a coach in a league of your own. So it follows my clear 5-step process that really ties in with all of the tools that I've just given you there, with the premium pricing playbook, year-long value vault, adherence code, clients on tap, and elite nutrition secrets. You'll be able to have a clear step-by-step process on how to execute those in the right order. Because how many times have you been on like a program, whether it was a mentorship, maybe you've been on a course before, or a membership or whatever, and you've just turned up and you're like, oh my God, like I don't know where to start. Like, there's all of this stuff. I feel confused, overwhelmed, and then you don't use any of it. And you're like, oh, I know that this thing could help me, but I just don't know where to start. That's why I've put together a clear step-by-step roadmap for you. So you're going to get access within the membership. You have access to the Path to 100K roadmap. You also will get access to my nutrition hub. So the nutrition hub is effectively like the #1 place where every single nutritional question that you will ever get asked will be in there. All of the nutritional info that you need to learn as a coach to be able to guarantee results is in there. That is a collection of all of the nutritional secrets, lessons, experiences, and questions that I've had over the past decade, working with some of the world's best athletes, working with some of the world's best sports clubs, working with members of the general pot. They are all in there. Because when it comes to your nutritional stuff, like, think back to when you first qualified as a level 3 PT, like, how much nutritional education and training did they give you? Like, they didn't. Like, me and you both know that the #1 thing that is necessary for your clients to get results is nutrition. But how much training did they ever give you? They didn't. So then you're left with where? The internet, which is just a minefield. 1 minute you've got people saying that keto is the best thing since sliced bread. Next minute you've got the other people down the other road saying that, oh, keto is going to kill you. It's like, what do I believe? It's so confusing, it's overwhelming. And then your clients ask you all of these questions that they expect you to know, because your client expects you to know everything that they should be eating. But when were you taught that stuff? And then when you have to go to those questions, you've got to do a quick Google and you're like, oh my God, I don't know if this actual stuff is real, because it's so conflicting. I've done all that hard work for you. Every single question that you need, every single bit of nutritional guidance, advice that you need to give out, and all of the components that you need to really level up as a coach are in there. And the beauty is that this is all practical stuff. Yeah, there's some theory so you understand the information, but there are practical steps that you can implement with clients. There's so many nutrition courses out there that just give you a load of unnecessary information. Like, okay, yeah, that's great, but like, I'm not trying to become a nutritional professor. I just need to know how to get my clients results. This is the ultimate course, the ultimate place where you've got all of the information, but then also all of the practical implementation. So you don't feel that imposter syndrome. You don't feel that doubt. I promise you, I used to feel it all of the time. That feeling that you're going to get found out, that's gone. That's what the Nutrition Hub solves for you. We also, inside the membership, have monthly masterclasses. So every single month, you have a brand new masterclass. So you're leveling up your knowledge on a regular basis. And I go deeper into specific aspects that you need to know. So for example, in terms of Christmas right now, like how many of your clients are either one, the clients that you've got are like, oh yeah, you know, I've got all of these parties, I'm not going to train at the moment, and they're potentially going to drop off. Or if you're face-to-face PT session, they're not taking as many sessions. I'm covering the masterclass, which is how to sign up and get clients results during Christmas. So right now, because as well as getting them the results, it's hard to do that. But also people are like, oh, just wait until January. That just leaves you in a place where you're like, oh my God, like, you know, my income. I'm like, okay, yeah, don't wait till January because I need cash now. Those are the kind of masterclasses that we've done. We went through a whole masterclass on the 5 steps that you need to take when your client isn't losing weight, a step-by-step process that you need to do. We have live question and answers. So any questions that you have, you get to ask on the call so that you can have that personalization within that. You also get access to guest expert masterclasses. So on a monthly basis, I bring in some of the most amazing experts in the world. We've had, you know, one of the best strength and conditioning coaches come in, Tim Exeter, who he was head of performance for 6 Premier League football clubs. He's worked with Formula One drivers, Ryder Cup golfers. He trained Carlos Takam to fight Anthony Joshua in boxing. He has worked at the highest level of elite sport. He came in and delivered a masterclass for all of our guys. We've had some of the world's best medical doctors come in and talk about women's health. We've had some of the world's best coaches come in and talk about client adherence. We've had special guests come in to talk about sales, marketing, and everything to really be able to do that. Every single month, you're not just going to learn from me, you're going to learn from some of the world's best as well. You also get access to the members only podcast, because now this podcast isn't just like a podcast to level up your knowledge and your game. You do get that where you can fully take advantage of the power of immersion, of really being saturated and saturating yourself in it. Yes, that is available to you. But the biggest thing that comes with this is that all of the calls, all of the masterclasses, the guest expert sessions, everything that takes place is recorded for one. So I understand if you potentially like, oh, okay, yeah, this is great, but I'm super busy. Amazing. It's great that you're busy. And I'm giving you the tool to be able to catch up. You can catch up one of 2 ways. If you miss one of the masterclasses, if you miss one of the guest expert sessions, you can come down, you can get it on your laptop and you can watch the recording. Or what we've done is we've taken all of the recordings and we've actually stripped them into MP3 and they're available on podcast. So when you're doing your steps, when you're in the gym, when you're cooking, when you're driving, you can catch up that way without having to get your laptop up. Because we all know like how much energy that takes. Like to have to sit here and go, oh, I'm going to get it up and blah, blah, blah. Like it's energy, it's effort, it's time. And it's something that we're like, oh, I'm just not going to do that. So then if I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to be able to actually like make the most of this. We have made this bulletproof so that not only is the content super easy for you to follow, but it's also easy for you to be able to actually use because it fits in with your regular schedule. This is part of the members only podcast that comes with it as well. I've missed out a slide here, but you also have access to the amazing community of all of the other coaches, which is probably the most incredible thing that comes with this whole membership. Because you're not alone anymore. I understand how lonely it is, not only as a coach, but also as an entrepreneur and a business owner. Like, how many people understand it? This journey is lonely. And I want you to know that this is your place. that you've got any questions, any issues, any problems, whether it's with clients not losing weight. We've had clients not losing weight, and you will see in a second, one of the amazing members, Dylan, he had a client who hadn't lost weight for 4 months. 4 months. He put it in the group. He was like, guys, I've got this client at the moment. I'm really scared that she's going to leave me. She hasn't lost weight for 4 months. I'm really starting to feel like it's a reflection of my own ability as a coach. Like, what can I do? And all of us kind of like talked to him like, hey, do this, and this. And you'll see in a second, within 1 week of implementing that information, she lost 4 pounds. 4 pounds. But more importantly, his self-doubt, his imposter syndrome, he's worried that that client is going to leave him. Gone. So you'll get access to the community where all of your questions, your problems, your issues, they're all answered. And the beauty is it is a safe space. I've made it very, very clear, and you'll see within the membership that any negativity, any issues, any problems that anyone causes, you're gone, not interested. Okay. This is a safe space for you to be with your people, for you to grow. Now, does this stuff actually work? Yeah. I've just told my story, but this is my amazing client, Laura, as you can see with her testimonial. She managed to hit 13,000 pounds in 4 weeks using this, working with dream clients. She's gone from being a body transformational coach to now being the #1 coach for female entrepreneurs, speaking at some of the UK's biggest events. She's managed to get to book a gig as a speaker get booked as a speaker for an event with 2,500 of her dream clients in there. How amazing is that? I have my other client, Natasha, who was originally charging 150 to 250 a month. She managed to take advantage of all the stuff that we put together a 6-month package for £4,350. So again, she had 2 signups for £9,000. My client Stephen, one of our members, he signed up 4 new clients in a week just from 1 referral. And as he says here, he said, this feels so much more doable and less sharky than trying to scale up so hard and fast. I'm blown away. It seems that the more I focus on creating a better experience for each of my clients, the better results I'm getting out of them, and the more they want to recommend me to others, share their experience and results. Jack managed to hit his first £5,000 for the first time. Dylan managed to quit his day job and is now fully booked, self-employed. In here, he's put, if I've got my numbers right, going forward from January, I'll be fully booked at 35 sessions per week. When I started my business 2 years ago, I had 4 clients. How amazing is that? He had one of his clients, again, I've popped in here, that I was speaking about, that she wasn't losing weight for 4 months. He applied everything that we were talking about. In 1 week, she lost 4 pounds. And my amazing member, Maurice, she managed to get 8 new renewals in a week. How amazing is that? And the beauty is that you can get these same results. All of this was without DMs, without relentlessly begging people to work with them. And you can take advantage of the same thing. So how does this work? Am I on the right slide? Yeah, I am. So like I said, that when you take up the Next Level Coach membership, you will get everything that was in my incredible free gift. So you'll get £9,847 worth of expert coaching tools. You'll get the premium pricing playbook, the year-long value vault, elite nutrition secrets. You'll get the year-long value, you'll get the adherence code, you get clients on tap, all completely free. So how much is this? How much is the investment? Well, just to kind of run through everything you're going to get. So you're going to get everything within the most incredible free gift ever. So you get the premium pricing playbook, the year-long value vault, the elite nutrition secrets, clients on tap, the adherence code. You'll get the path to 100K roadmap. You'll get the access to the nutrition hub. You'll get access to the monthly masterclasses every single month. You will get access to the guest expert masterclasses, the members only podcast, and the community. Now, both of those combined is a total value of £16,903. Now, the beauty is, I am not charging you £16,903. I made it my mission to make this accessible to you, to all of you guys. And that's why I have a very, 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 very special offer that I am never, ever doing again. And this offer expires on December the 8th at 11:59 p.m. Okay, and it is limited to 10 coaches. On December the 9th, this membership is going to be £97 per month. But for the first 10 coaches who sign up before December the 8th, you will get it at just £67 per month. £67 per month is your investment. And the beauty is you will keep that price for life. So the price goes up to £97 on December the 9th. If you get in before then, if you're one of the first 10 coaches who gets in before then, and you do it before December the 9th, you will get it for £67 per month. And did I mention that it is also a cancel anytime membership? So if you do feel like, do you know what? I've had a month, this was really great, it wasn't for me, you can cancel it. So there is no risk whatsoever that you're getting all of these incredible things. You're getting £9,847 worth of all of the tools that you need to hit 100 grand. Because within those tools, you're going to learn specifically how to up your prices without your clients leaving you, how to keep a client for 365 days without running out of content, how to actually guarantee that they're going to get a premium result to back up your premium prices, how to be able to actually ensure that you can unleash a flood of new clients without DMs, without social media, and you're going to learn how to guarantee that they're going to follow your stuff for free when you take your membership. And the beauty of the membership is really the whole purpose of it is that here's all of the tools. The membership is all about making sure that you've got the accountability, you've got the support and the structure to be able to execute those things. So you're not just left with some tools that you're never going to use. It's about taking those tools and being able to actually apply it. So you get the support, you get the actual accountability to ensure that you actually take those things. And if it's not for you, you can cancel it. Now, like I said, that this offer expires on December the 8th at 11:59 p.m. and it is limited to 10 spots. Once they are gone, they are gone. I'm never doing an offer like this again. And I have one question for you. If there was a machine that spat out £100,000 in the next 12 months and all you had to do was top it up with £67 every single month, would you do it? Yeah. So to get started, just click on the button below and sign up. Okay, there is a button all through this page. There's loads more information on the page to do it, but make sure you get in fast because there's only 10 spots. There's 10 spots and this offer closes December the 8th. Okay, December the 8th at 11:59 p.m. So to get started, click the button below and welcome to the Next Level Coach.